So hello judges, my name is Sean and I'm from the Department of Life Science. Today I want to show the topic is caffeine and procrastination, the neuroscience behind our midnight productivity. So let's begin with a familiar thing that it's a midnight and tomorrow is your deadline. But you are still scrolling on your phone and you will believe that you will complete the task in the midnight. But we call this phenomenon is procrastination. So today I will introduce how is the scientific reasons why we will procrastination. So let's begin with here. In our brain we will have two major roles. One is prefrontal cortex, the one is limbic system. The prefrontal cortex is a planner. They will help us to focus, make us make a long-term decision, make us to motivation and etc. So for the limbic system is a comfort seeker. They will react emotionally and reduce your stress immediately. So in your brain, the prefrontal cortex and the limbic system is enter tug of war, and that's why the scientific reason. So why we have the procrastination during the deadline rush. So when you procrastinate and the deadline is approaching, so at this moment our body will release the stress hormones, which have two, is adrenaline and cortisol. These two hormones will make us more motivation and more focused and boost my alertness to complete the task. But we should notice that the stress hormone is just a short-term survival response. They cannot give us the long-term productivity to complete our task. So that's why many students will use the caffeine. So in the next part, we can show how the caffeine to interact with our body. They will have the three parts. The first is caffeine is the adenosine receptor blocker. Adenosine is a molecule that will make your bodies feel tired. But when the caffeine blocks the adenosine receptor, your brain cannot detect the fatigue and you will feel awake during the midnight. And the second is caffeine will increase the dopamine. Dopamine will boost your motivation and rewardness. And third, caffeine will increase the norepinephrine and will improve your alertness and attention. So all of these three parts is how we interact with our body, and they block the adenosine, increase dopamine and norepinephrine. All of these will make you feel awake during the midnight. But after the caffeine functions wears off, the accumulated adenosine will flow back into your system, and that will make you more and more tired than before. So that's what we call a crash. So if we combine all the sections, procrastination, deadline rush, using caffeine, and temporary focus, but you crash, and next you will get more procrastination. So we call the loop is a caffeine procrastination feedback loop, and that's why many students will repeat this pattern every week, but not their choose to, but their brain chemistry leading their behavior. So now we have the three strategies to stop this cycle. The one is time blocking. They will build a short and structured working period to help you complete your task. Second is setting smaller goals. They will naturally boost your dopamine without using the caffeine to increase the dopamine. Yes. So the third is rewarding ourselves for progress. They will base yourself for positive reinforcement to let you complete your task. So when the next time in your midnight, the deadline is approaching, you get a cup of coffee, you just ask yourself first, and I might boost my productivity or I'm just feeding this cycle. So that's my presentation. Thank you.
Great presentation. I was wondering, you mentioned a lot of hormones here.
Yes.
And how that works in your brain, the limbic system specifically, and
Okay, so I explain the stress hormone. The adrenaline and cortisol will help your prefrontal cortex to regain the control of the brain, and but the limbic system will soon lead to have a conflict with the prefrontal cortex. So we call the stress hormone is just a short-term survival response to help you complete the short-term stress, but cannot give you the long-time productivity. And dopamine and norepinephrine is also like to get the same function of the stress hormone, but caffeine has the complicate mechanism that have contain the adenosine block and release the dopamine, and all these three mechanisms combined, they will have a stronger function to get the control of your prefrontal cortex and make you to complete your task.
Here's one question I need to ask you. I mean, because procrastination is so common in Homo sapiens.
Yes.
Does other mammals or even octopus has this trait? I mean, if yes, then probably you're asking the wrong question. You should go to the root. I mean, instead of focusing on human brain, I mean, you should ask the question in a more general sense. You know, does other mammals or even octopus
I
would
think-
procrastinate?
I think the procrastination this phenomenon is frequently in Homo sapiens, but because the the human will make the long-term decision or make a long-term plan. But in the world wild and in the world wild all the animals, I'm not sure the wild animals will have a long-term plan or a long-term decision. But I think in the Homo sapiens or like Godzilla, the higher class of the animal, they will have the plan, they have the long-term decision, they will have the procrastination. I think that's my answer, yes. I hope this is compared to others, a simple topic, so I hope you have realized that.
I suffer from that too.
Yeah, thank you.